No, sir.
What?
You are in custody right now. If you leave the courtroom, it's a felony escape.
That's a felony to put me in custody because you have no authority or jurisdiction or standing.
All right, guys.
Some people really think they can outsmart a judge with made-up legal nonsense, but not this time. This judge, he's not having any of it. No BS, no games, just facts. Watching this guy try to argue against actual law while the judge calmly, methodically shuts him down? That's pure gold. Honestly, the way the judge handles it feels like a masterclass in patience and logic. What I'll never understand is why sovereign citizens always act like they're somehow above the law, as if their fantasy rules matter more than real ones. Spoiler alert, the law doesn't care. At all. Let me know in the comments, did the judge handle it perfectly, or do you think he should have gone even harder?
Okay, so you failed to appear for court multiple times in this case.
Your Honor, just for the record, the named defendant is actual property, a registered trade name.
Oh, here we go.
And the case has also been certified as a fraud. I have court certified documents to prove that. That should be on the record. And that's the reason why it was certified to be a fraud, because the plaintiff is a foreign-owned private corporation, which I have no contract with, and neither does the registered trade name. And the registered trade name has been used without authorization and permission, and there's an act of identity theft. And that's probably one of the reasons also why the state has acquiesced that both cases are a fraud. Let me add one more piece of information. I am a foreign sovereign with respect to the privately owned foreign corporation known as the state of Washington.
Yes, on the 303 matter, Mr. Haywood was sentenced to serve 4 days in jail. He failed to report to the jail on June 29, 2023, and we're asking him to be taken into custody to serve that time.
No objection, Your Honor. I actually contacted the jail to make special arrangements to deliver the defendant with the special arrangements to not damage the paper, and the jail refused. So I attempted to deliver the defendant, and objection, the state has no standing as they are representing a privately owned foreign corporation, and the prosecutor is not licensed to practice law in this country.
So basically,
This guy just won't zip it. The judge lays out a crystal clear point, and instead of letting it land, our sovereign citizen hero keeps jabbering away. Why do they feel compelled to debate every single question? The judge is literally just trying to find out one thing. Did he skip court on purpose, or was it a simple mix-up? But nope. Rather than give a straight answer like a normal human, he acts like he's above the whole process. Does he even realize he's digging his own grave in real time? I can't tell if he's clueless or if he genuinely thinks he's the smartest person in the room.
The 303 that he was convicted and ordered to do jail, and you believe that he didn't comply with jail because there's a docket entry that said defendant complied with jail. Maybe that was an error.
That was probably my attempt to deliver the defendant to the jail, but they refused. And just to clarify, the defendant only exists on paper, just as the plaintiff only exists on paper. The jail refused the paper, and here we are today. And the state still hasn't proven standing yet, by the way, as well.
So, Mr. Haywood, it doesn't look like you did the sentence on the 303 matter. And so I am going to quash the warrant. However, I am going to have you serve that time.
Okay, well, I'll deliver the paperwork to the jail. That's fine. I tried to once before, but they refused it. And just to clarify, I'm not the defendant. There is nothing on there, nor is there any testimony from anybody as firsthand witnesses under penalty of perjury that I am the defendant. And I've uploaded plenty of documentation to prove I'm not the actual defendant. That is a registered trade name, matter of public record, and registered with the state. So if you want me to serve some jail time, then we're going to need to change who the defendant is, because I'm not the defendant.
All right. So can you upload a new commitment?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the reason they couldn't put my name on there as a defendant is because I'm a foreign sovereign with respect to the corporate entity known as the state of Washington, of which I have no contract with.
Well, you had your day in court on the 303 matter. You had a trial. You represented yourself or the defendant, whichever way you want to say it, but you represented the defendant yourself. And you were convicted and you were ordered to serve 4 days in jail. You didn't do that. And so,
The defendant was ordered to serve 4 days in jail, and I attempted to deliver the defendant to the jail, but the jail refused.
okay, well, I'm going to make sure that they don't, because I've done a new commitment for you today so that they won't refuse for the defendant to serve that time. You're going to serve those 4 days and then you'll be released, and nothing more will happen on that 303 case. You'll be done. And then this case will be heard August 24th at 10:30 in the morning. If you change your mind about representing yourself, then you can ask for help if you want it. If you don't want help, we don't have to have it. So we'll see you in August. I'm going to have you take a seat right over there.
I won't be here for the defendant August 24th. Would you like me to deliver the defendant to the jail?
I would like you to sit over there
Is there any standing
with the
or
defendant.
jurisdiction chosen, proven here yet?
Please go take a seat.
Okay, so let the record reflect no jurisdiction has been proven.
This too.
At his last hearing, this guy literally asked for his default to be set aside, and the court granted it. Judge Martin even went out of his way to make that happen. The guy got exactly what he wanted. And now, he walks in like he's confused, acting like the default date is some mystery someone else should solve. These sovereign citizen types, man, they kill me. No respect for the court, no respect for the process, and definitely no respect for the taxpayers footing the bill for all this fantasy law theater. Do they even realize how much time and money they waste dragging these cases out with their nonsense legal theories? Like, bro, this isn't a movie. You're not outsmarting the system. You're just wasting everyone's time. What do you guys think? Should judges even entertain this kind of behavior? Or should they just start handing out jail time the second someone pulls out the sovereign citizen script?
That has the identity of the defendant definitively been established.
Okay, please go take a seat. Sonia Sesko, customer 2310242. Mr. Haywood, sit down.
Am I obligated to follow these rules?
You are going to sit down right now.
Do you have any jurisdiction? I don't believe you have any jurisdiction that's been proven yet.
Please sit down.
Are you threatening me with violence?
I'm asking you to sit down.
You don't have authority over the defendant. You have no authority.
What do you think you're doing?
Mr. Haywood?
You're escaping?
I got things to do.
No, sir.
What?
You are in custody right now. If you leave the courtroom, it's a felony escape.
It's a felony to put me in custody because you have no authority or jurisdiction or standing. You got some proof of that?
Okay, well, we are all being recorded, so if you leave this courtroom, it'll be a felony escape charge. Your choice.
Okay, well then, I guess in the best interest of peace, in regards to your violence, I will go ahead and relax for a minute, but let's get with it. I got things to do. Got it?
What was that just thrown?
Car keys.
Do you know that person?
Yeah, they're my voice.
Okay. All right. So thank you. Mr. Haywood has been very disruptive. He tried to leave the courtroom once he was placed in custody. So just FYI, be careful with him.
Give me a break. Can I just see just need to see it, thank you. Can I see who's being put into custody, please? I just need to see the name. I just need to see the name of the person. Okay, that's not me, that's the problem here.
Our Sanborn's matter, we're here today on.
That's not me.
Compliance issue.
The name is saying it, but that's my registered trade name. I got all that documentation right here.
Okay, good. We're
You want
gonna
it?
take care of it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is the defendant technically.
If you want that, I can go with you, put everything private.
Hold on 1 second. Well, that's taken care of.
We can figure it out when we get the right name.
Did she file a notice of appearance?
I will make sure that she does, Your Honor.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I haven't had enough coffee yet today. So yeah, no, you've got Ms. Bradshaw, so that's fine. You don't need to do those forms. But she does need to file a notice of.
Alright, let's rewind a few seconds. To be fair, I guess it was kind of unclear whether the judge was even talking to the sovereign citizen guy. But let's be real, this dude? He's a mess. His arguments are all over the place, like he's just throwing legal buzzwords at the wall hoping something sticks. And man, I wish we could see his face while he's saying all this nonsense. Just pure clown energy. Whether or not he knew the judge was talking to him, it doesn't matter. He seriously needs to either shut up or get a lawyer. Because right now, nothing he's saying makes a lick of sense. If anyone out there can explain what he's even trying to argue, please, enlighten me. I try to keep things grounded in actual law, not whatever fantasy universe this guy's living in. Thankfully, the judge finally shut him down. Let's jump back in and see if he tries to interrupt again, because at this point, it's almost impressive how bad his takes are. Clip 5. Compared to the usual sovereign citizen nonsense, the jurisdiction rants, the flesh and blood man speeches, and all that other fantasy law garbage, this guy's argument is surprisingly tame. He's claiming that some officers told him it was okay to drive, but the one who gave him the ticket said otherwise. Honestly? That's not the worst thing we've ever heard from a sovereign citizen. Like, it's still wrong, but at least it's not another I don't consent meltdown. For once, we're getting a tiny bit of common sense. Usually, it feels like these guys have 2 brain cells in a boxing match, but today, maybe 4, maybe 5. So hey, that's progress. Now, I get that he might be confused, but let's be real, he's probably just playing dumb. Legally, the cop had clear probable cause. If you're carrying with a corporal, you have to disclose it, that's basic. And yeah, you need a valid driver's license too. Pretty standard stuff. Are you buying this guy's story? Because personally, I'm not believing a single word out of his mouth. But alright, let's dive back in and let the prosecutor lay it out for us. Clip 6. Objection, Judge. I don't like your response. I mean, yeah, I know it's literally the law and all, but this super legit book I bought off Amazon says I can do whatever I want. It also says I should just represent myself and scream objection. Anytime things don't go my way, and apparently that's supposed to work, like, come on. That has to be what this guy read. Who needs actual legal knowledge when you've got a self-published conspiracy manual telling you exactly what you want to hear, right? These sovereign citizens just crack me up, but honestly, and I'm not even joking here, I kind of blame the schools for this. We really don't teach people basic legal knowledge. Unless you're the type to watch legal videos online, the average person has no clue how the system actually works. Yeah, these people are delusional, but that ignorance doesn't come out of nowhere. We should absolutely be teaching kids how the law works, not just in driver's ed or once a semester, but reinforced regularly. Let me know if you guys agree, because I seriously think legal literacy should start early. Anyway, let's jump back in and see what happens next, because I'm sure it's only going to get dumber from here. Clip 7. This judge, in my opinion, was absolutely perfect. He didn't take any crap, stayed calm, and made it crystal clear. The law is the law, no matter how many times this guy tried to dance around it. Honestly, it's just frustrating watching people waste the court's time and our taxpayer money with these ridiculous arguments. Like, this guy's out here acting like he's starring in a courtroom drama, pulling excuses out of thin air, while the rest of us are paying for the show. Seriously, just show up, follow the rules, and stop pretending you're somehow exempt from every law that exists. And real quick, let's talk about those ORV laws. If one officer tells you it's okay, and another says it's not, that's not some magical get-out-of-jail-free card. That's just 2 different opinions. The law doesn't change based on who you talk to. The officer who wrote the ticket had every legal right to do so, and no amount of crying is going to undo that. I don't care if Officer Friendly gave you a thumbs up last week. If you're out there without a valid license or the proper documentation, you're still breaking the law. Period. Alright, I'm wrapping it up here. Let me know what you thought of this court hearing. Did the judge handle it right? Personally, I think he nailed it. And what did you think about the defendant? Not the worst sovereign citizen we've seen, but definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed either. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more content like it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support really helps the channel grow. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.